Kuzampula. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops. Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Culture Center. Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. Uh, Coming to the actually some of the important points regarding these COVID protocols. So always try to follow safe physical distancing and do not touch any surfaces when you are in the crowd. So try to avoid the crowd. It's always best. So again, don't count currency or papers by touching your tongue. And please remember to follow hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene. For hand hygiene, as anyhow we have two important things. One is hand lotions and second one is soap water. So always prefer soap water when it is available. Then second thing is nozzle applications called Anutaila and Shadbindu Taila. These two are oils. It is Ayurvedic oils which will give direct good effect towards the sinusitis and towards the phlegm related issues. So morning once or evening once or morning and evening according to your doctor's advice or according to your knowledge you can use these oils. Second thing is steam inhalation is very important. So whenever you will reach your home, before entering into your home, in front of your door also you can put these devices. So first take this steam inhalation, after that get into the home. This very simple application. So in a day, according to your wish or according to your requirement, you can choose this 4 to 5 times or still 5 plus times also to this steam inhalations, because viral cells or bacterial cells will be stayed more time around the paranasal or parasynal cavities or that passages. So here, even though hot water will not kill that viral cells, it is that steam inhalation, hot air can easily remove that kind of cells from the passages. Second thing is cloves therapy, cloves powder and honey with the hot water or with the milk, morning 100 ml or evening 100 ml, or according to your requirement you can choose this practice to get rid of the many throat level disorders which can be affected by the excess of phlegm. Second one is vitamin A and vitamin D and zinc based diets also very important. It is abundantly available in the local fresh green leafy vegetables and fruits and milk products and mushrooms also. Second one, very important thing is what exercises. Morning at least half an hour to 45 minutes, evening also half an hour to 45 minutes. Exercise the body. Here body exercise means it is obviously will give good training for your lungs also. So here very important thing is getting immunity is one of the greatest answer other than depending on medicines or remedies. So getting immunity. So altogether this Ayurveda or altogether this yoga practices, basic intention of this exercises is to keep ourselves healthy from the within, to maintain good metabolic rate, to maintain good immunity rate. Next one is like a throat gargling technique also important. According to your wish or according to the requirement, you can choose 5 to 6 or plus 6 times also by using estimadu powder or tripala powder, or by using plain salt also, but it is a acceptable hot water required to clean the throat. And home Ayurvedic, some of the ingredients are very important kitchen stuff called peanuts, spinach, wheatgrass, almonds and black pepper, yogurt, mushrooms, dark chocolate. If you are diabetic, don't use this dark chocolate therapy. Dark chocolate and asparagus and what we call red pepper and pumpkin seeds, and these are very simple kitchen room ingredients. In your foods, please do not depend on the carbohydrates, please depend on these items also, like which are having lots of vitamins and minerals, which is really useful to the body metabolic activity and immunity. Plus we have other ingredients called honey, local honey and turmeric, ilachi, cinnamon, jaggery, cumin, coriander and garlic, ajwain seeds and ajwain powder and pepper, local cordyceps, local shilajit, and these are also very important things. And today also I would like to give stress on three important tonics and food called kada chai and golden milk and Chyawanprash. So generally these are not at all not comes under only the food structure. These are also coming to the immunity boosters. So at your free time, according to your timings and according to your limitations, you can choose these practices also to have good immunity. Okay, let's coming to the recitation. This recitation also coming from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, a very important sacred text in yoga. It is saying that it's a kind of Ujjayi pranayam, it's a kind of breathing technique. It's saying that slashma dosha haram kante dehanala vivardhanam nadi jalodhara dhatu gata dosha vinasanam. Means slashma dosha haram kante. Here it's clearly mentioned that through these practices, through this pranayam, anyone can easily relieved from the from level errors from the throat level. It's a very simple pranayam which can be performed by anyone according to your free time. So you can according to your free time, you can interact with your yoga teacher to ask more notes about this Ujjayi pranayam. Here it is saying that Nadi Jalodhara Dhatu Gata Dosha Vinasanam. So here I can mention that Dhatu, the word mentioned here in this pranam, Dhatu means in this week, as we know that we are seeing some of the important home remedies for the PCOD. PCOD also related to Dhatu issues, especially Sukra Dhatu Vikari. The PCOD name in Ayurveda is Sukra Dhatu Vikari or Rajo Vikari or Artava Dosha or Anartava. So lots of names for the same PCOD condition. Like initial stages, it will be like a disorder only. Once you will neglect, then only it will turn as a chronic. Like it is like causes maybe your genes and heredity and obesity and inactive life and insulin imbalances and hormonal imbalances because of overload of work or overload of stress or not doing anything, like inactive life. Again, inactive life will be a somewhat invite many kind of disorders. Please remember to active your life through maintaining many hobbies. No need to master in any hobby, but try to maintain try to put more hobbies in your life. The characteristics from this PCOD, as we mentioned, that sudden weight gaining and sudden pimples or rashes on the skin and somewhat patches, brown patches or blemishes all around the neck and armpit region and hands and facial structure. And irregular menstruation will be a very important characteristics in this PCOD. And overeating, irregular menstruation or over menstruation. So these two are, if once you will find this kind of symptoms, do not neglect the situation. Then here again, when you have this kind of situations or when you have any kind of suspicious things going on in your body, please try to avoid high fat diets and try to avoid deep fries and try to avoid overeating and try to avoid spicy diets and reduce the salts, or you can still avoid the salts also, and avoid it over resting also. Don't take more time resting, don't spend more time in the homes by doing nothing. Then second thing is alcohol, smoking, and these are two killer factors regarding many diseases and disorders. And also somewhat steroids and somewhat drugs. And here junk foods and junk timings. When your food will enter into your body in an inappropriate timings, that will be a junk timing. So try to maintain proper timings. Do not avoid repeated eating unwantedly. Second one is remaining two things we have to be avoid. Everyone should be avoid in every case is laziness and negligence. These are like out of all bad habits, these will be comes first, laziness and negligence. All right. So when you have this kind of issues in Ayurveda, we have many drugs, but still in our home Ayurvedic remedy is also available called sour spinach. Sour spinach, it's a kind of leafy vegetable available in the markets. So here I'm saying it, please try to have this spinach in your food, or you can follow decoction forms also. Just take 3 to 4 or 5 leaves and apply add 200 ml of water and just try to wait for the good decoction form. This 200 ml of water should come down till 100 ml. So that's what we call decoction. So have this decoction morning once, evening once, or at least morning once before your breakfast, like empty stomach. Second one is drumstick leaves or drumstick flowers. If drumstick leaves available, take 20 to 30 grams and just prepare the same decoction. If that is not available, drumstick flowers also very important remedy to clear the passages in, like towards the menstrual region. So try to use this drumstick preparation also. Drumstick leaves or drumstick flowers decoction form. And third one is piper beetle leaf. Again, take 5 to 6 leaves and try to rub it properly and mix with the 250 ml of water and boil it properly. Then till it will reach 100 ml, wait that time. Then take this decoction form morning once and evening once. Soon after this kind of decoction, one can easily feel the nausea. So that immediately close the eyes and sit on the chair, and now it will be set right. It will be set right very soon. So these decoction forms will really boost up the immunity, especially it will see the passage clearance. So like along with these practices, please remember to having more hobbies to get rid of the stress, to get rid of the fears, to get rid of the boring. Because of boring also we will have this kind of overeating, or somewhat we will do some irrelevant things which is not really required to the life. So that may also bring some other like distractions to the mind. So tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, same topic, we will see still more good applications for the same PCOD problem, PCOS problem through Ayurveda. Let's join to the yoga class now. Okay. Sun salutation is our regular practices. According to your convenience and time and flexibility, you can choose more repetitions and you can choose more variations also. But in our online classes, we are doing sun salutations, regular practices only. We are not adding any special variations, and we are not doing repetition also. We are doing only one round. Right. In yoga, as we know that every yoga posture has its own importance and has its own like result-oriented practices, so that according to your convenience, according to your teacher and student interaction levels, you can choose many practices. Okay. Now coming to sun salutation, so here we have mantra chanting and sloka bijakshara also. According to your traditional belief system, you can follow, or you can follow only practices. Just take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. Then after that, lift your arms for Hasta Uttanasana, above to the head called Pranamasana, Kailasha Mudra. Then very slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. So here we have sloka. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Haim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapusna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch the arms forward, lift the arms up. Then once pull up, and from there slightly put a back bend, Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Then again keep body straight, once pull up, and very slowly bend the body forward called Pada Hastasana. When you have any health issues related lower back pains or above back pains or head and blood related issues, avoid forward bends. And right leg is your back leg called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes. Lift the knee and join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. And bend the knees and completely down towards the floor called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sashtanga Namaskarasana. Then very slowly push your body forward. Like a sea wave, lift the body and just attach your body towards Bhujangasana or lifted head cobra posture. And back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up. Then slowly push your body inside called Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. And right leg is your forward leg here called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up against the gravity. Then slowly move your back leg to the forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And lift your arms and the body and head called Hasta Uttanasana. Again, once completely pull yourself up, then after that, slightly put a back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Again, slowly keep the body straight. And Pranamasana, above to the height, Kailasha Mudra, then very slowly bring the Pranamasana down at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. And lift your arms up, inhalation. Then very slowly exhalation, wide your arms. Then from there, turn the palms down towards the floor and join your palms at your thighs. Soon after that, slightly wide your legs, keep your toes straight or inside, and lock your hands, keep your body straight. Give a small break for your healthy breath. Alright, so as per today's schedule, we have stick yoga, danda yoga abhyas. Right. So you if you are doing practices in your home, you can choose pipes also, you can choose stick also, but take care of the electric and electronic appliances. Alright. So coming to simple warm up, keep your sticks straight in front of the body. In between your stick and legs, create a gap and choose proper way of doing as per your convenient level, rather than looking rights or wrongs, rather than looking posted performances. Alright. So this time completely give a stretch. One, and very slowly come back. Breathe in here. Again, very slowly breathe out, completely stretch. Do not crunch or hunch your back or spine. Then very slowly get back to normal. So last count, completely stretch and stay now. One, two, three. Alright, four. Relaxations enough. Just take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, try to put the stick on the neck. So here also we have a small warm-up practices. Then this time towards your right side turn while increasing squeezing levels around the abdomen, and few seconds stay. Then very slowly come back with inhalation and exhalation. Opposite side completely rotate. Then again very slowly come back to normal. To the right side completely turn and stay here as a posture. One, two, three, and four, and come straight. Opposite side, same exercise, completely rotate and stay. One, two, three, then four. Relaxations enough. Then slowly straight. Take a long, slow, and deep inhalation and exhalation. So right, and now coming to our standing exercises, which will be good for the abdomen. So here it is what we call Pavana Mukta Asana, but standing variation. So according to your flexibility, according to your usage of the stick, you can choose good way, like the best way of doing also. So open one leg up, right leg or left leg up. Then try to put your sticks under your thigh. So here few seconds stay balanced. After that, with the palm support or with the elbow support, press the abdomen and stay for a while. So here throughout the practice, no need to arrest your breath and stay here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Then slowly come back, rest, then relaxations enough. Then soon after that, and immediately go for some relaxation practices. Just long, deep inhalations, exhalations. And right, opposite side, same thing. Choose proper way of doing that. Alternate leg forward. Then lift your leg up. Then after that, keep your sticks under the thigh. Hold properly. So with the palm support or with the elbow support, lift that leg up. Alright, now this time with the elbow support, lift the thigh up and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then very slowly keep your legs down, then slowly turn them back. Alright, few seconds, rest your legs, rest your thighs. Again, deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. Then keep your both the legs down and try to sit on the knees. All right, one long slow inhalation exhalation. So when you have your knee issues or ankle issues, this posture may not suitable to you, but according to your convenience, do these postures also. So body straight, take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. So last week also we did this posture. Because of this importance of the posture, today also we are doing the same exercise called like Seshankasan variation, called one of the practices called Mandukasan with the stick variation, what we call Danda Mandukasan. It will create an even pressure at your lower abdominal region. Alright, this time try to open your two hands and put it almost under the stick. While increasing the bending, try to press your stick also with the elbow support, so that it will create an even pressure at the concerned lower abdominal parts. And few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lift your chin and head. Then very slowly lift up and come back. Relaxations. Right. Soon after that, take a long, slow inhalations and exhalations. So here, last week we did the same exercise, the Mandukasan stick variation. Today also we are doing the same other variation, what we call Kandapidasan, one of the variations in the Mandukasans. So here, keep your stick's edge around your lower abs, okay, below to the navel region. So try to increase bending. While bending, try to hold the stick to create further pressure at your lower navel case. So choose your own way of bending. So no need to come down till the floor. You can put your head at the 45-degree angle also, or you can put your leg completely down also, but stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and lift your chin. Then very slowly come up, and relaxations enough. Then few seconds resting. Alright, long, deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. So to create some counter pose because of these two forward bends, and now we have very simple and easiest exercise called Ustrasana. So here, properly stand on the knees. Then here, adjust your legs and adjust your proper distance between your knees as well as between your legs also, and turn your sticks behind the body and hold your stick properly. But here, try to contract your both the hands till your waist, so that you will have a good stretch and good bend. Alright, all together, like lift your chest up and turn your shoulder back, push your body and completely bend the body back, and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relaxations enough. Then slowly come out, and resting and relaxations enough. Come straight. Just manage a long pause. So today's our last exercise will be on the bow posture, which can be performed with the stick also. Danda Dhanurasana. So you can do with cloth or with your own hand, but as anyhow we are doing our stick exercise, so that I want to add those exercises also, which is giving very good benefit for the people who are having these abdominal issues. Alright, and now here, sleep on the abs. And first, wide your legs, keep your heels inside, and rest your head by turning your head on right side or left side, called one way of resting posture of crocodile resting posture, or Makarasana. Then after that, both the legs together. Alright, take just long pause and small preparation here required. Both the palms at your chest and chin or forehead on the floor, and just fold your legs and down. 1, just go for leg curls. 2, come back. 3, come back. 4, come back. Last count 5, fold towards your right side, full turn, and left side full turn, to like loosen up the concerned body organs to prepare for our next exercise pattern. 3, 2, last count, stay on any side. 1, 2, 3, come straight. Opposite side, same thing, and bend and stay. 1, 2, and 3, come straight. Now down the legs, take a long pause. After that, wide the legs, and here fold the legs. Then try to insert your sticks behind the toes, or according to your convenience, you can choose cloth or hands also. Alright, few seconds, press the ankles and then slowly come back. Again press the ankles and come back. Alright, this time hold the stick outside of the legs with your two hands. Then after that slowly lift the chin up, lift the legs up and stay on the abs and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and very slowly come back. And few seconds rest here. Then again we are doing last round. Again readjust your legs and readjust your stick. If you want, hold your sticks from below or above, you can choose, but proper grip required. Right, here also we are doing the same exercise. If you want still wide your hands, you can still wide. Alright, the same thing. And now completely lift the legs up and stay for a while here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and relaxation. Then very slowly come back. Then soon after that take your sticks out. Then rest your body. So here also once we require to do that post stretches, fold your legs to the right side, just to the left side, just go for your body turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 relaxations enough. Then very slowly keep the body back. Seshankasana or Ashwini Mudrasana. Then slowly come back to normal. Alright, so here after doing bow posture, one back bend required. So according to your convenience, you can choose a simple back bend. I'm now doing a simple arm stretching posture in the Vajrasana. Keep your body straight, lift your chin up and completely give a pull on the body and few seconds tilt the body. You can put your hands on the floor also. And here take a long slow inhalations and exhalations. Then very slowly come straight, resting and relaxations. So this kind of simple props, sticks or chairs or belts or straps or somewhat yoga anti-bust balls. So it is how we are doing exercises. That's a different thing. But using these props can really improve the balance and really improve the flexibility, and it will give like more awareness on what we are doing. Okay, now coming to next pattern of the exercises, pranayam, breathing exercises. So here also choose any convenient posture by sitting on any convenient surface. So be very confident and be very clear what we are doing in the pranayamas. In this week we are seeing Kapala Bhati, frontal bone, the frontal bone cleaning technique, as well as Bhastrika bellow breathing. These two breathings we are doing. Like before entering into the pranayam session, it is also advised to take a small sip of water. This may helpful for the mantra chanting. So according to your traditional belief, so you can choose mantra chanting or you can do like physical practices. Okay, keep your position straight and take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. Then after that coming to sloka and mantra chanting. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyardham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandhi. Then here, keep your hands down, just take a long, deep, slow inhalation, exhalation. So to keep your body straight, with your two palms, you can hold your knees or you can put your hands on the knees also by adding your index finger and thumb. So it will improve that more concentration level. So here we are doing Kapala Bhati and Bhastrika. For these also we have two slokas and chantings which have been given in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Kapala Bhati practices belongs to this sloka. Bastrava loha karasya raja purau sasam bhramau Kapala Bhatir Vikyata Kapadosha Visoshini. So it is broadly mentioned that whatever phlegm related errors inside the body, it will be rectified through this simple Kapalabhati practice. But contraindications are if you have blood fluctuations issues or high BP or any other issues related to ears or related to head or throwing sensations or any other sickness. So choose slow pace of doing or avoid the practices. And coming to Vastrika, it is also saying that Vata Pitta Slashma Haram Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Hitam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadyargala Nasanam. It is saying that not only from phlegm imbalances, it's bile imbalances as well as wind imbalances will be normalized because of this simple Vastrika practices. Also, this is good for the people who wants to do these yoga practices or spiritual exercises or tantric practices or mantra practices to awakening the internal dormant energy kundalini. For them also this Vastrika exercises with bandhas and mudras very important. So if you have direct interaction with your yoga teacher, so take some more valid points on these same practices. So right, keep your body straight, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. So we are doing first Kapalabhati, 30 strokes, 10 plus 10 plus 10, 3 segments. Then starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then long inhalation. So yesterday we did a small variation called we added hands also on the abdomen while doing this Kapalabhati. So today also we are doing the same practices. Add your fingers, all the fingers should come on the abdominal level, above abdomen to below abdomen. While breathe out with your fingers, slightly press your abdomen also from the peripherals. Right, starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just long deep inhalations and exhalations. So we are now reaching 38 strokes, last 10 strokes. Now keeping your hands again on the abdomen, starting our practices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just take a long inhalation and exhalation. So it is also advised to give a small break and gap before doing pranayam, because in between your postures to kriyas, postures to pranayam and kriyas to pranayam, it is also advised to give a gap. So now we are starting our pranayam. So earlier we did Kapalabhati is a cleaning technique, kriya abhyas. And now coming to pranayam, keep your body straight. We are doing Vastrika pranayam. It's a completely opposite side to the Kapalabhati. Vastrika is a sharp voluntary inhalations. Then while coming back, then slow releasing of the breath. Now starting our exercises. So here throughout the practice, if you really concentrate at your eyebrow center, that will be well and good, or at least concentrate on your breath. Then starting our exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just take a long inhalation and exhalation. While doing these pranayamas and kriyas, see that your external, the peripheral environment should be very clear, and it should be free from the insects and the flies and remaining fog and smokes also. Alright, keep your body straight. We are doing next spell 10 strokes Vastrika. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. While doing these practices, no need to tight your facial organs, no need to contract your facial organs. Be very pleasant while doing this special Bhastrika and Kapalabhati or postures. Again, keep your body straight and doing towards our 30th stroke. Then starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Again, few seconds. Feel that relaxation because of these practices. Then soon after finishing your practices, if you know about the dharana practices very well, please do dharana exercises, or you can choose concentration techniques from the Trataka practices. It's a concentration, we have many concentration techniques. So the total sector called as a Trataka Abhyasas. And once if you will finish your practices, concentration practices or dharana practices, and choose some more time to take power nap or do yoga nidra to give more relaxation to the physical body and the mind. So once you will finish your total yoga practices based on the intensity, based on the practices, it is advised to give 15 minutes to 20 minutes time to take bath and further 10 minutes to take breakfast. And in the afternoon before your lunch hour, please try to see all possibilities how to do a power nap or how to do yoga nidra abhyas to give more relaxation to the physical body and the mind. Basically it will improve the focus levels to concentrate on your further works, and also it will rejuvenate the body and it will improve the productivity from you. In the evening, once you will be totally free from your activities before your dinner time, and try to manage your time to do self yoga exercises, including back bending exercises and including inverted postures and including the pranayam, breathing and breath outs also. And I have to mention one important thing is, regarding COVID situations, do not follow fake news and do not spread fake news. Always try to follow the government instructions very clearly, what to do, what not to do, and do not depend on the only one kind of foods. Try to have all varieties of foods which are having vitamins and minerals, and a slight portion of carbohydrates and limited fats and more protein. That will really boost up the immunity and energy levels. And your sleep pattern also very important. 6 to 8 hours of sleep required. When you are more active in front of the screens or in your own affairs, maybe 1 hour may require. That must be in the afternoon before your lunch hour. Alright, tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, same topic, with the same topic Ayurveda and yoga, we will see still more applications in Ayurveda for the same PCOD and PCOS, and more yoga exercises also. Until then, take care of yourself, stay away from the bad habits, and do yoga also. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity.